Why should every citizen vote? Voting is a fundamental right of any citizen that enables them to choose the leaders of tomorrow. In a lot of countries, the minimum age to vote is 18 years. Voting not only enables the citizen to vote for political parties, but it also helps them to realize the importance of citizenship. Many people do not vote thinking one vote will not make a change, but as a matter of fact, it does.
Now, let us talk about the benefits of voting. Voting enables the citizen to choose their own government. It also allows the people to choose their representatives in the government. The purpose of every government is to develop and implement various policies for the benefit of its citizens. It also enables the people with the right to question the government about the issues and clarifications. Voting is the way to express the opinion of a citizen in a democratic nation. On the day of the election, voters won't just have the capacity to choose their representatives in the government for the following term, but can also cast their voting sheets on social issues.
Right to vote. The right to vote energizes social awareness since it empowers political cooperation. The citizens can follow the progress of the political representatives and the legislature. This consistent process enables the general population to settle on the adequate choices about whom to vote in favor in the following term. Also, the legislature can't generally act arbitrarily when the entire nation is observing. Every adult is given the right to vote, irrespective of gender, class, occupation, and so forth. This represents uniformity and congruity. It is a fundamental right in which all citizens get an opportunity to choose who represents them.
Why every citizen of India must cast their vote? Voting is an agent of change. If the people of India think that the ruling government is not performing its duty satisfactorily, then they can show it the door by voting against it. Refusing from doing so can result in the same party or a worse one being elected for the next 5 years.
Every party that is competing in elections announces and establishes various benefits and social reforms for the people. Some of these political parties might be deceiving with their initial reforms but can have the intention of corruption. It's the responsibility and skill of citizen that decides which government is elected. It is the right, benefit, and obligation to vote as a citizen of your nation and an individual from your society. Individuals may figure that their votes does not make a difference, but rather votes can shape remote, monetary, and social arrangements. Voting in India is a constitutional right if one is a citizen over 18 years of age. However, that also makes it optional. It has been a tendency among voters, specifically in the urban areas, to treat the voting day as a day of rest. While skipping the vote may not seem to cause any harm, the long term consequences are disastrous.
To prevent this crisis from happening in India, one must always cast their vote. One must always carry their voter ID to the voting booths. Nowadays, voting has become much more easier and accurate due to the using of EVMs, also known as the electronic voting machines. Hence, even if one is illiterate, they can cast their vote just by looking at the symbols of the registered parties displayed in the EVMs by pressing the button next to the symbol.